All right, shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America, first off and foremost. All praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to thee, all the apostles of great millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Brother Shapaya from GMS Chicago, coming at you again with a lesson through the Spirit. And just hop straight into it. Title of the lesson is The Time of Life. All right. So actually, before I get into this video, let me just get the scripture. So the time of life is roughly 10 months. About 10 months. And I think it should be in Wisdom of Solomon. Yeah, give me a second. Wisdom of Solomon 7:1. I myself also a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth, which is Adam. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man and the pleasure that came with sleep. All right? So it takes roughly like 10 months. All right? To have a child. And that's from the time that the sperm meets the egg until the time that you're born. And during that time, all right, you're still resting or sleeping, if you will. It's like a deep sleep. You're not in the spiritual realm no more, but you're within inside your mother's womb, because you are a living being, being compacted in flesh and blood by the seed of man inside your mother's womb. All right. Because that child is kicking, moving around, breathing the amniotic fluid, and things of that nature. Lonnie, I'm doing the video. Okay, I don't care. Like he said, verse 3, I was born, I drew in common air and fell upon the earth, like it was, which is of the like nature, and the first voice which I uttered was crying, as do all others. All right. So that's the time of life. All right, about 10 months, right? Now let's get into this video. All right. Now, this is the so-called scientific nature of what happens when the sperm meets the egg, but it gets deeper. Right. So once that sperm enters the egg, you see that flash of light, which they go into the scientific nature of what's happening. But through the spirit, when I speak as a man, I believe that's the spirit of the Lord being entered into that organism. All right, that spark. Matter of fact, right, Wisdom of Solomon 2:2. Now this is the ungodly speaking. And when we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we have never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and the little spark in the moving, and a little spark in the moving of our hearts. Now we know the heart is what? The mind. Now where is the spirit? All right. Now you have your pineal gland. All right. The spirit is your mind. All right. That's where your spirit dwells, within your brain, within your pineal gland, so to speak. Okay, that's that spark. All right, that's that pure energy, if you will, as we see it happening in these stages. All right. So it's about to show it again. So the spirit.
Video is under a special microscope. It's an egg and showing the moment of conception. The moment the sperm enters the egg, there is now documented source of light that enters the egg. The moment of conception.
So like I said, I believe that's the spirit entering into that organism, because now that seed in the egg, all right, life is coming about, all right. And it says the pleasure that comes with sleep, because not only do you impregnate a woman by having sex with her, but that sleep, that 10 months of sleep is some of the best sleep you will ever have. All right, it's pure rest. All right, and like I said, you're not in the spiritual realm no more. All right, you're within your mother's womb. All right, well, let's get some more scriptures. And now this is the angel speaking. Genesis 18:9. They said unto him, Where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, Behold, in the tent. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee in the time of life. Now this is the angel speaking into him, which this angel happens to be Yahushai. All right, it says, I will return unto thee in the time of life, which is 10 months. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it at the tent door, which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah was old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of woman, all right, because her womb was dead. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, After I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord, being old also. All right. Now, what did this angel say? He said, I will return unto thee in the time of life. And how long does it take from conception to birth? 10 months. All right, which we read that in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, the 2nd verse. Okay. I believe there's one more. Same thing here. 2 Kings 4:16. He said, About this season, according to the time of life, 10 months, thou shalt embrace a son. And she say, Nay, my Lord, thou man of God, do not lie unto thy handmaid. All right, so the same thing happened. All right, so once again, the time of life is 10 months. Okay. And I believe this was Elisha when he was born, yeah. All right. Matter of fact, let me just read the next verse. And the woman conceived and bare a son. All right, so when she conceived, that's when that spirit went into that organism, if you will, which essentially was the baby. All right, in 10 months, Elisha was born. All right, that's the time of life. All right, let me see if there's any more. All right, that's pretty much it. So, I mean, you see the scientific and video evidence, right? And like I said, I believe that's that spirit entering into that living body. Let's see. All right, that's pretty much it. I believe this was very interesting when I first seen the video. All right, and that's how I know the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai actually exists. And they're the top scientists ever. All right, the top spiritual scientists. All right. So whether Esau can actually explain it by science, but he can't explain what's happening spiritually. So with that, I'm going to say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kadash. Double honors to the other apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect wherever you may be. Abba, Babal.